How did the national publications rate the Astros draft?
It's hard to say. I read a little bit. I think they missed out on that second round pick, and that's big. That's a good caliber prospect they could have gotten if they didn't lose that pick. But what I read was, people really like the Nayans pick, and then people liked Fry coming out of LSU, paying him over slot, and then some of the other guys they drafted too. So I think overall, it was a well received draft given what they had to work with in the bonus pool.
Is this similar to the NFL? Are there people out there that are grading certain picks, or is it just kind of they might grade the particular draft, or were there grades? Because everybody is so familiar with what happens with the NFL draft and the NBA draft and stuff like that. I mean, how is it with the baseball draft, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know if I saw any specific grades. I think the hardest thing about baseball, I mean, it's the same way with all the sports. It's really hard to do it right after the draft, but especially in baseball. Like I said, if Nayans is an elite prospect, you're probably still looking at least 3 years before he gets to the bigs, and then you're having to wait a couple of years to see if he's a good big leaguer. So in terms of grades, I think it's hard to say. But like I said, I'm excited about this draft, maybe more so than I have been the past couple, because I think they got some of those high potential guys that they've been missing in the system for quite a while.